Welcome again to Grace Force YouTube. I'm Pastor Dan. Love me or I'll kill you. That's the question people have asked about God for a long time. Is God a love me or I'll kill you kind of God? We were just eating lunch this last Saturday, our Sabbath, in Cartagena, Colombia. Already preached twice, finished the week. They took me to a room where we had a special lunch, and all of a sudden, I'm in the middle of an elders meeting. This is the day before the earthquake hit. Nobody told me about this elders meeting, and I said, what do you want me to talk about? And the pastor said, I help the elders be more unified. Well, I could just guess that these were the elders right here that were creating the lack of unity. And to make a long story short, you can easily guess why he would ask me for that, because they have been causing him headaches. They began to tell me stories. One was worried about all the girls in the church wearing makeup, looking like Queen Jezebel. So I did the best I could. I told stories, and pretty soon they began to tell me their stories. And one of these elders, the one who was worried about all the girls, said when he was young, they were all coming back from a youth convention a few hours away. They're in a bus, a van of some kind, and they were playing some pop music. Just kids coming back on Saturday night from a camp out. And then there was a terrible accident. One of the young people was killed. A bunch of them had injuries, and he showed me where these scars were still with him 35, 40 years later. And he said, at the funeral, the pastor said that what happened in that accident, and one person died, was a punishment from God for playing that kind of music. Wow. You can guess what kind of tape that created in him 40 years later. Is that what God is like? Love me or obey me, play my kind of music, or I'll kill you. I'll make your truck have an accident. Is that the kind of God this is? And this week, I got back to a famous quote by C.S. Lewis. I have heard it and read it and even used it, but I really hadn't read it line by line recently. It's in Mere Christianity, the chapter on the good infection. And he says there's no other way to the happiness for which we were made. Good things, as well as bad, are caught by a kind of infection. So that's the metaphor he's using here. He's not using Latin words like Jesus paid the price for us, sacrificial words. He was our sacrifice. He paid our debt. He's using infection. If you want to get warm, you got to stand near the fire. If you want to be wet, you must get into the water. You've got to be where that is. And he said, if you want joy, power, peace, eternal life, you must get close to or even into the thing that has them. Now get this. These things, joy, peace, power, eternal life, are not a sort of prize which God could, if he chose, just hand out to anyone. Not a prize. The blessings are an event, not a reward or a prize for being good. Which also has to mean the bad things that happen are not a punishment for not being good. That's not the rules of the game that we're playing here. God is not a Roman emperor ruling over the gladiator games and giving his daughter to the winners and then killing the losers with the tigers. It isn't what God is doing. He is not a love me or I'll kill you kind of God, and he is not an obey me and I'll let you live another 1,000 years kind of God. It's not a prize, he says. It's all very natural. Jesus is life itself. I wish I could give you the whole page. Read it. If you get close enough, that life will transfer to you. That's the good infection. If you don't, you will gradually die. So now let's go back to the quote. These blessings, remember, joy, peace, power, eternal life, are a great fountain of energy and beauty spurting up at the very center of reality. If you are close to it, the spray will wet you. If you are not, you will remain dry. It's natural. This life will come, what he called it Zoe, this natural spiritual life will come into you if you're close enough to the source. You can catch the spray, it'll get you wet. If you're not close enough, then you'll remain dry. It's a natural consequence of where you are with the source of life. Now here's the sentence that blew me away. Once a man is united to God, how could he not live forever? Eternal life is not some sort of a prize or a blessing. He said, okay, you've been good, I give you this. It's natural. If you're close to the source of life, you'll keep getting life forever. And you'll keep living. Once a man is separated from God, what can he but wither and die? It's natural. If you're not with God, God's not going to kill you and punish you and make buses roll over and kill everybody. You will just wither and die away from the life of God. You see, it's all natural. Jesus is life. If you enjoy peace life, get close to Jesus. And that life will spray you. That life will transfer to you. If you don't get close enough, it doesn't say he'll punish you in hell. Once a man is separated from God, what can he but wither and die? God is the only source of life, and if you are not connected, you will die, not from God killing you, but by withering and dying apart from life. That's the message from C.S. Lewis. Think about it. Changes the whole paradigm. You have a bad infection, spreads everywhere, into your life, into our families, everywhere. If you have a good infection, because you're connected to Jesus, that life will spray into your life, and you'll live forever. I hope you'll think about it. God bless.
So we'd love it if you enjoy what we have made, if you can like it and forward it on to other people, and we'll build the ministry on social media, Grace Force YouTube. God bless.